What is up? What is up? We are back, Black. This dick is in the house. Oh, man, what is going on? We are back, Black. Another day, another 10 cents. Did Jesus come back? Oh, damn, man. Hey. Damn, he didn't come back. Nigga just been, god damn. Nigga, you thought you was going to sing in the choir and do what the fuck you wanted to do, and he'll come back and make you happy. Well, that's not going to happen, clown. Shout out to everybody out there at the Core Plantation right now. Like, damn, this nigga early. Hell yeah, early. Early bird catches the worm, nigga. Shit, been working on shit. Working in the coal mine. Going down. Man, what is going on? You already know who the fuck I am. I'm in the place to be. Can't finesse me. Since 2003. And if you're going to church, ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you don't go to work on payday, that shit gonna hurt. So I don't give a fuck how much church you go to. Man, what is going on? We got a lot to discuss. I'm gonna get in and get out. I just been doing these quick ones, get in and get out, because I got so much shit going on, so much shit to work on. Shout out to all my entrepreneurs out there that's handling business. I forgot to get to Hootie My Aunt Rod's natural herbs. Hey. But you know what? I want to send a special shout out to him and my auntrawherbs.com. I placed the order a while ago, and it's 7 to 28 business days, right? So I waited till like 35 business days, which I wasn't tripping. And then after the 35 business days, all I did was send an email, got a response right away. And the response was like, oh, we got it on it. And let me tell y'all something. Niggas got to stop all this. They want something free. Just pay. God damn, it's a black business. I just told them I don't want nothing free. I'm just ready to pay and keep supporting black businesses, because that's what it's about. So shout out to everybody that's out there supporting black businesses. Go get your, like I said, go get your Freedom Paper Company. You know what I mean? Hey, hold on. Did I got it right? Probably don't got it right. There you go. Go get your Freedom Paper Company. Toilet tissue. Black-owned business. Go check them out. Hey. Shout out to everybody that's not finessing but gotta go handle their business. Shout out to them. Because I know that's very important. Hey. Shout out to the begging ass niggas too that just want to beg all day, every day. I don't know what else to say. Just begging for no fucking reason. Just all they doing is fucking begging. Non-stop begging. I mean, could I, hey, let me get 10 cents. Hey, let me get a buck. Hey, can I borrow a belt? Hey, let me get some socks. Hey, can I get some drawers? Hey, man, can I borrow that pussy? No, nigga. God damn. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the motherfuckers at the Core Plantation that's not bucking their eyes and sandboing like Van Jones. In case you ain't check out that podcast, go check that shit out. I was hard for me to get through it because I was trying not to laugh so much. That nigga Van Jones was like, it's so hard. Because you gotta be a Muslim. Man, get your suck ass out of here, nigga. Sambo ass nigga. Shout out to all the Sambos too. And the non-working motherfuckers. You know what? Let me tell you something. There's a difference between a hard worker and a politician. Politicians create the delusion of grandeur and have you thinking that they in your favor when really they're just trying to appeal to your likeness. So if they could be a snake charmer and have you liking them, then they've done their job. So shout out to all you sucker ass niggas that think that Joe Biden winning is gonna change everything. Hope and change it's not for us. Obama ran on hope and change. But in 10 years, 16 years, ain't shit changed. It's 2008. 12 years later, shit still ain't changed in 2020. So I just thought I would throw that out there, and we gonna get in it today. Oh, you know what? And shout out to everybody that's out there in the cold. It's cold in the motherfucker. So shout out to all you dusty, musty ass niggas and bitches out there that don't even wear deodorant and don't brush your teeth, but want to be skinning and grinning in some motherfucker's face talking about you want to buy some pussy. Nigga, what? Knowing that your pussy is the value done dropped in that pussy hole. Ever since you crossed 100,000 miles on that pussy hole. Y'all niggas need to start checking the Carfax on these bitches' pussies too. For real. Bitch got 150,000 miles. I ain't had an oil change, transmission plus, or nothing. And talking about, I want a ring on it. If you like, you want to put a ring on it. No, nigga. If you like it, you better put some oil on it and change that motherfucking oil. Yeah. God damn. I love my sisters. I love my women. But let me tell you one thing too. Women in general, stop letting motherfuckers give you your template of what success is and all this. You want to put a ring on all this other shit. Man, stop. Nigga, that's a sucker ass move. I'm tired of niggas. I'm tired of my young black folks and just young people in general getting married and then getting divorced in a year or 2 years later. Because y'all done both fuck somebody else. Then y'all might as well just go fuck. And get it over with. And stop getting married in front of God and thinking that things gonna be all good. Because it ain't. Motherfucker. And shout out to motherfuckers that's singing in the choir right now. It's probably a nigga at Sunday school right now reading that sucker ass book with Cesare Borgia in it. Teaching motherfuckers to do right when they just caught them fucking last night and drinking some Hennessy and smoking some weed. Before I get into the topic, man, I remember when I used to go to church. I remember it was a bitch that went to my church. I ain't gonna put her name out there. This bitch used to fuck my brother, but try to come in front of the church and tell us how we need to worship the Lord and all this other shit. I said, man, ain't this a bitch? Oh man, let's get this shit down. Shout out to everybody that's handling business. Like I said again, if you on a core plantation, do what you do. Handle your business and get the fuck out of there. Don't be sandballing, cooning, and buck dancing, telling about the gun line, telling on the next nigga. Ooh, he picked up $2 and didn't turn it in, boss. Stop that shit. Ah, damn. Man, let me cut this shit down. Yeah, let me get back on that subject real quick before I get on it. Man, I remember, look, went to church. I never claimed to be saved, but I can't stand a nigga that claimed to be saved and all this other bullshit, and I know what they've been doing. And this bitch in particularly had a nerve to try to call me, and RP to Keon. DeAndre never remember this. Latavia remember this too. Oh, shout out to Tamisha. Look, Tamisha, I gotta cut that phone on. That phone, I ain't charged it. I'm gonna get at you. Don't think I forgot. I have not forgot about you. I just got so much shit going on. But anyway, Latavia remember this shit too. Yeah, I'm calling your name out, Tavia. You remember this shit. Man, we was at church and I remember this bitch was like, gonna break the goddamn sugar-free CD in church. She gonna bring the CD into church and then break the shit. Talking about, y'all don't need to be listening to this music and then gonna call my name. And Warren and Keon, y'all need to do right by God and y'all wanna go to heaven. Man, I just stood up. I was like, in my mind, I was like, now, bitch, no, you didn't just call my name out as if I don't know what the fuck you doing. Now, bitch, you been fucking my brother this whole time. And you gonna sit up there and this is the shit that I'm talking about with motherfuckers thinking that they holier than now. Now, how the fuck you gonna say some shit about me going to heaven? And, bitch, you just got done fucking my brother last night. And, bitch, you ain't even give me no pussy. So why the fuck am I supposed to be loyal to you? Yeah. I had to tell that bitch a couple of times, too. Look, that'll be your last time trying to kiss ass and call me out. Don't use me as no scapegoat, bitch. I air out all your dirty laundry because I know what you've been doing. And that's the problem. We got to start doing that to motherfuckers. Now, if you sit from a standpoint of non-condescension, where you just like, hey, man, y'all got to get right, whatever, okay, that's fine. But when a motherfucker think they can call you out, it's like, hey, hold on. Because it ain't about calling nobody. Now, coon in the sambo, and I'm going to call that out to a fullest. But I think a lot of this shit we got to stop. I just thought I would touch on that. Anybody who know me, they know the person I'm talking about. Then the bitch had the nerve to tell my little cousin, don't touch it, that's the devil's music. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Well, you was doing the devil's work last night. Matter of fact, you was fucking with you and the devil was fucking. Fuck out of here. Which brings me to my subject, ain't shit changed. Hope and change. Didn't Obama run on hope and change? Now we got the hope and change. Now you got, and that's why y'all see that picture of Ruby Bridges. Because she was a young kid going through, this like 1940 or I forgot when. I think it was like 1940 or No, it's 1960. 1960, you know, during the civil rights era, and niggas had to be escorted by the FBI to go to white schools. Now you fast forward 100 years later, not 100 years later, but 50, 60, 70 years later, it's the same shit. Yeah, it's just remixed. That's all it is. Same shit. You still got mass killings. You got the nigga Dylan Roof going to the church playing with niggas, and then he killed a bunch of niggas. Then they took him to Burger King. What has really changed? Oh, because Joe Biden is the president? I'm going to keep talking about that. Okay, we going to see what's changed. Why y'all worried about Joe Biden changing, and everybody's trying to liken their story to Ruby Bridges? First of all, stop doing that. And it's very disrespectful. And a lot of times they bring up these old civil rights activists because they're older and they, you know, they don't have to fight in them like that. And a lot of them are Sambos and Mammies and Coons. So they finna just coon it up and Sambo it up and make it seem like this country is better. No, it's not. How could this country be better when they know what they have done the last 450 years, but they have made no attempt to repay the debt that is owed to black folk? Man, we so busy fighting each other and calling each other. That's why I hate they use this term called baby saint in church where I grew up. Baby saint is a new, it's like a nigga that just came into knowledge himself. Now he want to teach it to everybody. But after a while, that's how I was like 6, 7 years ago. And after a while, I'm like, man, I ain't, look, I'm going to tell you what the books are, then you get the fuck out my face, nigga, with the bullshit. Because I don't know what to tell you after that. But it's like those motherfuckers. I've met a lot of those people. Shout out to Nuke, too. I met a lot of those people. And a lot of those people that I met, man, they, you know, they come into Christ and Jesus Christ and all this other bullshit, and they get to preaching, and we got the real teaching over here, and you really want to deal with the real teaching. And this is what it's about and all this other shit. My thing is always this. This is my thing, and this will always be my thing. That is for you. You can put the information out there and let it alone. You don't have to chase niggas down and hunt niggas down. And it's so funny because now motherfuckers is vote shaming it. And now they're looking at you like, yeah, now you, like a motherfucker had the nerve to tell me, oh, well, if you ain't voting, then you ain't got nothing to talk about. I said, no, nigga, I'll keep talking. My tax dollars do the talking for me, nigga. Okay, then if we don't vote, then don't take taxes out of my motherfucking check. Fuck out of here with this shit talking about if you don't vote, then you don't participate, you can't talk. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Any nigga tell me that, then nigga, you better go talk to motherfucking IRS about them taking my tax out of my check. Fuck out of here, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. Nigga, motherfucker gonna tell me, I'm like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna keep talking. Nigga, you're not finna tell me I can't talk because, nigga, I ain't vote. Nigga, fuck a vote. Nigga, go get you a Black's Law dictionary so you can know what the fuck is going on. Go get you an etymology dictionary so you can know what vote means. You know what these motherfucking meanings mean, and you'll stop the bullshit. I don't want to hear that. Motherfucker had the nerve to tell me that shit, and I was like, man, you lucky I ain't got my etymology dictionary. Because, yeah, matter of fact, while we on here, I'm going to look it up. Here, let me see. Yeah. But yeah, motherfucker was talking that shit, telling me I can't complain because I didn't vote. I'm like, nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. Like I'm finna not vote because of you. Man, fuck out of here. Let's see. Yeah. I'm looking up the root word of vote. Here, let me see. Here we go. Found it right here. Right under votary. Vote. Vout. Indication of opinion by appointed means. Census. Vow. Wish. So vote means to wish. That's what it means. To wish. To desire. That's what it means. Look, I ain't got no highlighter. That's what it means. I can't show y'all, but that's what it means. To wish. To desire. Can't see it. I can't post it, but nah, man. And that's the thing that tripped me out. Because I was like, well, nigga, how you gonna tell me? Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers complain, but they don't want to get out there and vote. I was like, nigga, my taxes do the talking. Nigga. I said, I probably pay more taxes than you. So, nigga, I don't want to hear that shit. And especially niggas on the county, nigga. Don't come run up to me talking about, nigga, you need to vote, nigga, and you on GR. Nigga, I don't want to hear that shit. Now, if you're struggling, that's different. But if you ain't struggling, if you got a Benz and you on the county and you tell a nigga to vote, man, you get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. Because my tax dollars is paying for your suck-ass shit, too. So I don't want to hear that. Motherfucker trying to give me a lecture about voting. And then nigga in a drop-top Benz, nigga with an EBT card. Man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit, I don't want to hear that. And I got to get up and go to work every day? Nah, nigga. Nigga, I'm a Republican. Nigga, I'm for whatever party gonna do what's best in the interest of black folk. Like I said, a lot of people was happy with Cube. A lot of people weren't happy with Cube. Me personally, if you're gonna participate, then you need to leverage your vote. If not, then don't participate. Me, I didn't leverage. I don't like fucking. Until I get a black agenda, I ain't voting for shit. So I guess I just ain't gonna do no sucker shit. And while you doing that, Lori Loughlin and Becky, all these motherfuckers running game and politicking, I want to know, my question is to black folk is, when you commit a crime, I want to know if you can pick the prison that you go to. And you can say, nah, I don't want to go to that prison. I want to go to another prison. You tell me. Well, that's because they got money. No, that's because they are white. They are the dominant society. Ask Bill Cosby what it is to have money, because he's got a whole bunch of money. But guilty nigga, they put that nigga right in the pen. So I don't want to hear that shit. Motherfucker always make it, what's the status? Nah, nigga, I don't want to hear that shit about no status. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? I'll tell you this. Much respect and power to Ruby Bridges and all this other stuff. I don't like people comparing Kamala Harris to Ruby Bridges. That's some whack-ass shit. And that's fine. But I don't think things have changed. If you gotta have white escorts to go to a white school, you don't need to be in that school. See, segregation, all that was some sucker shit too. Integration and integrating people for what? You tell me, what has that done for black folk? Yeah, you integrated, but let me tell you something. They'll just create redlining, gentrification. They'll have you thinking that if you live in the inner city, you're poor, destitute. And then when they want to move back into the inner city, they'll start building high-rises, condos, restaurants, all these things. Then the property value goes up. Then they make it where you can't afford to live there no more. Then they kick your ass out, and then they move back in. This is what they've been doing. This has been going on for years. But motherfuckers think this shit changed. No, this shit has not changed. No, they just got a sucker-ass motherfucker like Barack Obama, Barry Soetoro, a motherfucker to talk about change and change his name in politics. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's why. And then Joe Biden, look, they knew all along. And just a message to black folk. If you think somehow you jumping up and down and celebrating because Joe Biden won, watch what these dominant white supremacists start doing to black folk. Watch what they start doing. Watch. And then when y'all go run into the Democratic Party and they turn their back and be like, oh, well, you know, police reform, then I don't want to hear shit about it. Don't be complaining and talking about no justice, no peace, and fight for our rights and fucking and laying down on the 95 freeway and all that sucker shit, man. I don't want to hear that, man. The law enforcement is there to protect and serve the dominant white society wealthy people. They're not there to protect and serve black folk. Because if they were, they would think, then shoot. They shoot and then think. You know why they think after they shoot? Because they're thinking about how they're going to say they fear for their life. But motherfuckers be thinking that this shit is a game, man. There's so many white folks out there like this cat Martin Fox, the tennis scandal motherfucker. Why are we not talking about him? This motherfucker running the fucking Ponzi scheme through tennis and shit. Ain't nobody saying shit about him, but they focused on Serena. And Serena Williams need to stop too. Stop trying to distance yourself from your black father. And like, we got to stop that. We have to understand where we come from and let that be known. Anybody that's around any other race, I don't care if you fuck with them or not. I fuck with who fuck with me, but let me tell you, anybody up under me? No, nigga. You're going to read these books, you're going to educate yourself, and you're going to know exactly what it is. And you're going to use your influence to better the plight of black folk. You're not going to be getting around everybody else and having some smart, slick-ass shit to say about black folk. then you are a suspected white supremacist or you are white supremacist. And motherfuckers, everybody trying to compare their situation to Ruby Bridges and she's a she's a trailblazer, but let's think about it. This is just my opinion. She's a trailblazer, but you're a trailblazer to be integrated into a sick society that don't want to fuck with you. Insane society. These motherfuckers don't fuck with you like that. It's almost like we are a gluttony for punishment. Because why would you want to be around that? Like I was watching this Ernest, I forgot, it was Ernest Green. Morris Chestnut played the role. It was about these black kids integrated to this school in Arkansas. He kept getting his ass kicked. And I was just like, man, what is that all about? And it's not just white folk. It's every other racial group that comes here. They use black folk as a punching bag. That's why Eva Longoria said what she said. She has slick shit about black women. But that's what y'all get for being in alignment with these people. Because you see them on TV. These people don't fuck with you long term. These people don't even see you as a human being. They see you as cattle. They see you as chattel slavery. They see you as, okay, we needed them to build this country, but we ain't really got shit going on for them. So we can just benign neglect them and act like they don't matter. Motherfuckers is like, man, what you mean? That's why I always say this. Why we not talking about Harvey Weinstein and why we not talking about Ghislaine Maxwell? Why is it we can't find nothing on Ghislaine Maxwell? We can't find nothing on her, but we know everything you need to know about Bill Cosby. We know everything you need to know about R. Kelly. But when it comes to Ghislaine Maxwell, they posted one time. After that, you don't see it no more. You don't know what the fuck is going on. When it comes to Lori Loughlin, there's nothing. I just don't understand. You know what I mean? I really don't understand. But I guess maybe that's just me. Why black folk are trying to work hard to get into colleges and do this and get escorted by the FBI to a white school because white folks don't want you there, right? White people are cheating to get into these same schools. Because they don't give a fuck. Because if you're not cheating, you're not winning. And then what happens is when they get busted, then they wear a wire and start throwing people under the table. I'm telling you. Just think about it. Like I was reading up more of, they finally put it out there how everybody got busted. And it's now William Rick Singer's personal brand includes a host of criminal charges that could send him to jail for a maximum of 65 years. Singer admitted Thursday that he helped bring down his own criminal enterprise by becoming a cooperating witness and wearing a wire for the FBI. I am absolutely responsible for it, Singer today told a federal judge in Boston, where he pleaded guilty to all the charges he was facing. I put everything in place. I put all the people in place and made the payments directly. Did you know it was illegal? Judge Royal asked. Yes, Singer replied. Singer, who lives in Sacramento and Newport Beach, California, was arrested after the FBI investigation that was dubbed Operation Varsity Blues exposed a network of well-heeled parents who allegedly paid Singer millions to boost their kids' chances of getting into elite colleges such as Yale University, Georgetown University, and Stanford University. The author of Getting In, Gaining Admission to the College of Your Choice was charged with racketeering, money laundering, conspiracy, and obstruction of justice, according to a criminal complaint. He is very remorseful for getting into this mess. What do you mean very remorseful? You wasn't, then give all the money back then. Where the fuck is the money at? And all those motherfuckers that was involved, they were complicit. Lori Loughlin, Felicity Huffman, they were all complicit. Stop. They knew what the fuck was going on. That's why Lori Loughlin's daughter was like, I just wanted to go for the parties. I didn't even want to go to school no way. Why niggas is breaking their back to get into fucking USC. This bitch was like, I just wanted to go for the parties. I'm rich. What the fuck I need to go to school? That's just something to pad they shit. That's so their parents can get around other parents. Like, oh, my daughter's going to USC and all this other shit. Man, white kids that are wealthy, they don't give a fuck about that shit. But I just want to remind y'all black folk, while y'all sitting up here trying to be integrated and appease them and get a pat on the head from them, they cheating. That's what the fuck they doing. They cheating. And don't think that it's gonna ever change. It is not gonna change, motherfucker. Niggas think that this shit is gonna change. No, it's gonna always remain the same. And I wanna play this video and let's see what this motherfucker said. Martin Fox alleges role in it. Let's see. I wanna see exactly what his role was. Let's see what his role was to it, because
when we started carving.
No, but I don't want to hear no motherfucking. I don't want to hear no motherfucking commercials or none of that shit. Fuck out of here.
Now, in the college admissions scandal, it's made international headlines, and it does have direct ties to Houston. Dozens of Hollywood stars, coaches, and parents accused of using lies and bribes to get their kids into elite universities.
Tonight, we're learning more about the two Houstonians at the heart of the scandal and the roles that they're accused of playing. Channel 2 Investigates has been digging deeper into Martin Fox and Nikki Williams, who are linked to the plot allegedly masterminded by William Rick Singer.
Yeah, Fox had connections to key collegiate coaches. Investigator Mario Diaz joining us live with more on Fox's lavish lifestyle. Mario?
Bill, by all accounts, Martin Fox lived a very charmed life.
I bet you he did.
However, one of those accounts, his Twitter account, was shut down last night. Still, before he closed up shop, we were able to get some pictures of that lifestyle and talk to others who knew him around the basketball court. A fast mover with fast company. That is how one former shoe executive described Martin Fox to Channel 2 Investigates. A jet-setting lifestyle away from the court. But beside it, he was the guy you needed to talk to get to Adidas if you had players at that level. He was mostly at the major tournaments. This according to a local amateur basketball insider. Still, how was Fox such a key figure in the college admissions scandal that has rocked the rich and famous as well as elite universities? According to the federal complaint, the 62-year-old Fox knew the other Houstonian arrested, test administrator Nikki Williams, as well as key collegiate coaches.
No, at this point, I don't have anything to say.
Why is a motherfucker don't never have nothing to say when they get busted, but then when it comes to black folk, not only do they want to know what we got to say, they'll basically project the words into our mouth. Oh, well, did you do this wrong? Did you do that wrong? Yeah, motherfucker, now you ain't got nothing to say. But when you was living a lavish lifestyle, you had plenty to say then.
The feds say he bribed UT tennis coach Michael Center with nearly $100,000 to secure a tennis scholarship for a student.
My client had a very bad day yesterday when the FBI knocks on his door at 6 a.m. with 8 guys in SWAT gear.
Center also was placed on leave by the Longhorns. His Houston criminal defense attorney, Dan Cogdell, does not know much about Fox except...
I know my friend Kent Schaefer is representing Martin Fox, and that's all I know.
Yeah, right. You know more than that.
Cogdell says that for him, this case is unprecedented because the mastermind, William Singer out of California, already pled guilty to work with the feds.
What's interesting about this case, Mario, is they cut a deal with the guy at the top. They cut a deal with Singer, which is like kind of cutting a deal with John Gotti. It usually doesn't go that way. They usually work their way up.
Channel 2 legal analyst Brian Weiss says this does
They usually work their way up. Man, stop.
not bode well for the two Houstonians in the case.
The fact that Singer, who is the boss of all bosses in this case, has already taken a deal can only mean bad news for the underlings in this case, including Miss Wayne.
Well, that's what they get. That's what they all get. Shit, they been busting niggas for years. That's what they all get. Shit, free all the motherfucking foundational black Americans that's been locked up for weed charges and all this bullshit and drug trafficking and all this other shit, while you got letting all these white folks go and play all these bullshit games. So fuck out of here.
And Mr. Fox.
Now, we did speak with Fox's attorney, Ken Schaefer. He is out of town, but I was able to connect with him on a phone call. He told me the following. He said, "We are very surprised at these accusations."
No, that's a bullshit statement. Y'all niggas knew what the fuck is going on, because they gonna tell you what's going on.
And we are prepared to fight them. I did ask him if he knew William Singer, the mastermind to this entire scandal, alleged, of course, by the feds. And Kent did confirm that his client, Martin Fox, did know him, but he didn't know exactly about the accusations that...
Oh, my God. Stop it. Boy, the media ain't nothing nice. Oh, well, he knew him, but he didn't know him, quote, stop.
He was levying to the feds about all of the people involved in this alleged scandal. Reporting live on the West Side, Mario Diaz, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Stop. Stop. That's why, man. We got to be on our shit, man. We got to be on our shit, man. While you up here working hard and doing all this other shit, that's the thing about black folk that I've noticed. We will work hard. If we can cheat, we'll think about it. We'll reevaluate it before we can. But most of the time, we just try to do it the hard way because we know that this system is designed for us to fail. So we just try to go the hard way. And the people that have designed the system, they're the ones cheating. That's what happens. So if you design the system, you're gonna cheat. It's like the Matrix. When Neo went to the architect, he told him, "Clown, you're the sixth one. You think you're the first one? They got you thinking I built the system. The system is designed to destroy itself because people don't know what they want when they're in this system." And he just couldn't even believe it. He's like, well, you gonna do what you want to do anyway. Go ahead. Then the motherfucker chose to see. You know what you was gonna do? All system of control. Just like when Neo went to go meet with the Oracle. After all that, he was just like, well, you're just another system of control. And she was just like, bingo. It is a pickle. No doubt about it. It is a pickle. That's exactly what she said. Y'all gotta go watch The Matrix and just really, really pay attention to it and watch it. You know, it breaks down a lot of shit. Because I'm telling you, when Neo went to go see the architect was kind of looking at him like, clown. I built this system. And people complained and bitched about it, so we destroyed it. And we keep destroying it because people keep complaining about it. But there's more ciphers than there are Morpheuses. Because Cypher, that motherfucker wanted to be implanted to the Matrix. He didn't want to come out. I know this steak isn't real, but my mind is telling me that it's juicy and it's real. Exactly, because that's what your mind is telling you. But you don't know what the fuck is going on. But I can tell you this. It's about waking up and knowing what you need to be doing. And not just jumping around and celebrating and comparing every black person's struggle to Ruby Bridges' and bringing up Ruby Bridges like that was a great thing. Because I'm going to tell you, like, why, Warren? Let me tell you why it wasn't a great thing. Because being integrated into an insane society means that now we got to deal with all the consequences that go along with it. And there's plenty of consequences that go along with being integrated into a society that don't fuck with you. Because literally, they don't fuck with you at all. They don't fuck with none of us. Not in that way. As Neely Fuller Jr. says in the Compensatory Counter-Racist Code of Ethics, if you see two white people fighting, if they're not replacing the system of racism, white supremacy, and establishing a system of justice, that's just two white slave masters arguing. That's it. So don't jump on the side, because they're not talking about replacing the system of racism and establishing the system of justice. That should be your main focus every day. That's why when a motherfucker get to talking that bullshit and a motherfucker get to saying shit like, well, we got Trump out now, man, so things gonna change. You gotta stop, man. Things is not gonna change because Donald Trump is out of the office and Joe Biden's in office. It's not gonna change, man. Watch all the shit that they start doing to black folk. Watch. Under the Democratic watch. And then when y'all go run into the Democratic mommy and daddy and talking about, hey, man, fight for our rights and all this other stuff, watch what the Democrats gonna do. They gonna come out, make a speech. Kamala Harris gonna act like she don't know no black bitches. She ain't gonna give a fuck about no AKAs. Motherfuckers be thinking that the sorority shit is really crew thick. The motherfuckers is crew thick until they get into a position of real power, then they ain't gonna fuck with you no more. That's real. Why do you think things have changed? Unless you are living in an illusion of inclusion. It's almost like you working at the corn plantation. It's like if you ever seen the movie The Wash. The Wash with Dr. Dre, Snoop. Very, very good movie. George Wallace was the head of the car wash. He put Dre gets fired from his other job, and then Dre comes to work at The Wash, and then all of a sudden he promotes Dre. And then now Dre start flipping the script and acting like a Sambo. And that's exactly what they like. They like niggas like that. Well, it is what it is. You know, that type of shit. I'm telling you right now, there's going to come a time and a place. Look, first of all, everybody has to submit and bend the knee if they have the core plantation. Because you can't do what you... niggas be talking all this shit. Them niggas don't know to say nothing to me. Stop. Until you get in that office and you be like, oh, God. What y'all need me in here for? I got the bubble guts. I don't know what y'all need from me. Oh, it wasn't me. It was him. That bullshit. Stop acting like you so hard at their job because it ain't your job. You don't own it. You don't own the definition of it. And it ain't your shit. Stop. Stop acting like that's what it is because that's not what it is. We have to be more trustworthy of our history and where we come from. And I'm not just talking about slavery. I'm talking about before slavery. And we got to know what's going on with slavery too. I seen this one book I'm going to get on Amazon. It looked like a really good book. It's about George Washington. Oh, yeah, it's a real good book. I already got 100 years of lynching. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, these are things that we just have to work on. Trusting ourselves, trusting our history, not letting them give you the history. Like I'm saying in this book, The Great Men of Color, God, what was his name? I forgot the brother's name, but in there, they kind of like used him. Crawford was his name. They kind of like used him to convert other Africans to Christianity because the white folks couldn't go into certain parts of Africa and convert Africans because Africans didn't like white people. So they would get that Sambo. And then he kind of used it. And then in the end, he was kind of pissed off at them. And they was like, well, nigga, this is what it is. That's why France and England, all that. Oh, man. That's why you need to watch The Crown. Go watch those shows. See, motherfuckers just think watching those white shows is boring. But they're telling you a lot of secret hidden jewels and gems in those shows. That's why I got to start watching The Crown. You know what I mean? I watch The Crown. I watch a lot of those shows, man, because it breaks down exactly what the fuck has been going on. Like the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, of course they're going to pay the bitch like the bitch is nice. But my thing is, how the fuck is you 100 years old and you ain't never been sick not one time? Stop. These are just things that niggas don't think about. But anyway, I appreciate everybody listening. I appreciate everybody subscribing. Look, man, listen to this while you're at work. Think about what I'm saying. Think about these people that's running these Ponzi schemes and running game. Look at Martha Stewart. She ran game. And then white folks didn't want to deal with her, so the bitch ran to black folk to build up her popularity. And then we going to see how much she did with black folk after she done dealing with Snoop. This is what they do, man. They run to us, and they run for cover because they know they can seek refuge in us, in our culture, and in our community. Look at Vlad TV. That's why he told Lord Jamar, well, you know, we don't have to be friends, and because he didn't care. I had my biggest month. He don't give a fuck. And the reason why he don't give a fuck because he made so much money off black folk, and then he knows how to befriend certain black people. When a white person starts talking about how many black friends they got, you just need to look at them and be like, oh, okay. And you're telling me this because of what? Why does this make sense? Okay. But hey, man, appreciate everybody listening, subscribing. You already know what the fuck it is. I'm your boy, Warren G, the place to be. Been clowning sucker free since 2003. Making sure we can get the Sambos the fuck up out of here. That's why we need that anti-Sambo 48-hour kit. For real. But hey, man, enjoy your day if you can. If you have the core plantation, become an introvert. Be a recluse and just listen. Be slow to speak and eager to hear. And watch how these motherfuckers operate. Because just because Joe Biden's in office doesn't not mean that your Democratic boss is going to treat you differently. Just because you voted for Joe Biden. They don't give a fuck about that. They still look at you as a nigga. And that's all you going to be. Go read slavery by another name. Hey, man, I'm out. Peace.